Hey everyone, let's talk about something that's become a part of our everyday life: mobile phones and short form content. You know those 15-second reels, TikToks, or YouTube shorts we scroll through for just a minute and somehow 2 hours passes by. It's entertaining, no doubt, but have you ever wondered what it's doing to our minds and, more importantly, to our kids? Today, I want to have an honest conversation about how this digital world is shaping us, what it's doing beneath the surface, and how we can stay mentally and physically healthy in the middle of all this. Let's start by understanding what short form content even is. It's everywhere: TikTok, Instagram Reels, Facebook, YouTube Shorts. These are quick, high energy videos that usually last under a minute. They are super addictive because they give your brain a little reward every time you swipe, a burst of entertainment, emotion, or surprise. It's like eating a bag of chips. You tell yourself just one more, and before you know it, you have finished the whole thing. That constant swipe is training your brain to crave stimulation all the time. Now let's talk about kids for a moment, because they are growing up in a world where short form content is their first form of entertainment. Unlike us, they are not shifting into it. It's their default, and that's a little scary. You see, a child's brain is still developing. When they consume content that changes every few seconds, it trains their mind to expect fast results, constant excitement, and quick changes. So, when they sit in a classroom and the teacher is explaining something slowly, they lose focus, they feel bored. Their brain says, "Where's the next dopamine hit?" Beyond focus, it also affects their emotions. They see all sorts of content: funny, violent, sad, dramatic, and they don't always know how to process what they are watching. That can lead to anxiety, mood swings, and even withdrawal when the screen is taken away. And let's talk about sleep. Watching screens late at night reduces melatonin, the hormone that helps us sleep. So kids go to bed late, have poor quality sleep, and wake up tired. It messes with their learning, memory, and mood. But the scariest part, many children now experience withdrawal symptoms when their phone is taken away. That's not just kids being kids, that's addiction. And finally, social skills. Think about it. If a child is spending 3-4 hours a day watching videos instead of talking to people, making eye contact, playing, and solving problems with others, they are not developing the basic emotional tools they will need in real life. Now let's talk about adults. We are not off the hook either. Have you noticed your own attention span shrinking? You try to read a book and suddenly your phone calls you back with a notification. Or you start scrolling for 5 minutes and suddenly it's been an hour. What's happening is that our brain is adapting to a high-speed information diet. And as a result, deep work becomes hard. Focusing for even 20 minutes starts to feel exhausting. Short-form content often shows people's best moments, perfect bodies, rich vacations, beautiful homes. When you watch that daily, your brain starts comparing. It starts whispering, "You are not enough." This creates anxiety, low self-esteem, and this constant feeling that you are behind in life even when you are doing just fine. It affects your sleep too. Doom scrolling in bed sound familiar, right? The lights, the content, the endless stream, it overstimulates your mind. You go to bed later and wake up feeling exhausted and with headaches. And lastly, there's something we don't often talk about. It's patience. The more we watch quick, exciting content, the harder it becomes to stay with something slow, like a conversation, a boring task, a quiet moment. Real life feels too slow compared to the fast pace of our screens. Now you might be thinking, why is it so hard to stop? The answer is, it's designed to be addictive. These apps are built to keep you scrolling. They use features like infinite scroll. There's no stopping point. They show you content that hits your emotions, laughter, shock, anger, because emotional content keeps you engaged. And every time you watch a new video, your brain gets a tiny shot of dopamine, the pleasure chemical. It's the same system that gets triggered in gambling or junk food cravings. So no, it's not just lack of willpower. It's brain chemistry mixed with smart engineering. But the good news, we can fight back and take control. Let's talk about how to stay healthy for both kids and adults. If you are a parent, the most powerful thing you can do is create structure. Set a fixed time for screen use and make sure it's less than an hour for young kids. But it's not just about removing the screen, it's about replacing it with real-world activities. Encourage your child to play outside, draw, or play games that involve thinking and movement. Avoid screens at least an hour before bedtime. That gives the brain time to wind down, and most importantly, be involved. Know what your child is watching and talk to them about it. And don't just say, don't use your phone. Show it with your actions. If you are scrolling at dinner, your child will do the same. For adults, the first step is awareness. Start by tracking how much time you actually spend on your phone. Use tools like digital well-being or screen time. The numbers might surprise you. Next, build some digital detox habits. Just start with an hour in the morning or before bed where your phone is off or in another room. Use that time to read, walk, write, or just be still. Set app limits. Most phones allow you to restrict how much time you spend on apps like Instagram, YouTube. Respect those limits like you would a gym or doctor appointment. You can try to reconnect with reality. No phones at dinner table, no phones during real conversations, and try to make your phone away from your bedroom. And finally, ask yourself this simple question before opening any app. Why am I opening this? What am I trying to avoid or feel right now? You will be surprised how often it's boredom, anxiety, or even loneliness. Once you recognize that, you can choose a healthy way to respond. Whether you are a parent, a student, or just someone trying to stay mentally fit, remember this: your attention is your most valuable asset. Train it and don't let someone else's algorithm decide how your day will go. We live in a beautiful world, one that deserves more of our presence. So let's look up from the screen once in a while and leave it. And thanks for being here. Please like, share, and subscribe the channel.